What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to your second stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and news report for Thursday, January 7th. Now, I'm pretty sure all of us can agree that yesterday was a crazy day. Well, hopefully today is going to be much better. Hopefully today we will see more progress, but we are going to move forward. We are not going to dwell on what happened yesterday. Earlier this morning, Congress certified the Electoral College votes. This now makes Joe Biden the official winner of the presidential election, which means he will now be the 46th president of the United States of America. This, along with the results out of Georgia, the Georgia Senate runoff, did play a major role in what we are going to see as far as stimulus moving forward. According to many congressional aides, the Biden administration, as of right now, is taking very slow steps to talk about stimulus, so information is actually leaking out very slowly. However, there are talks, and it's not just about a $2,000 stimulus check. We are currently hearing that it is more of a stimulus package. What we know is that President Trump, according to a statement he made this morning, he will no longer contest this election. Although he doesn't agree with the results and he would like to fight to make America great again, he will take part in an orderly transition. This is what we're hearing. Here's a statement that was released on his behalf simply because Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have all blocked him from posting on their platforms. So, the statement that was released for him says, "Even though I totally disagree with the outcome of the election and the facts bear me out, nevertheless, there will be an orderly transition on January 20th. That's in 12 days, or 13 days. I have always said we would continue to fight to ensure that our legal votes were counted. While this represents the end of the greatest first term in presidential history, it's only the beginning of our fight to make America great again." Now, this statement has many experts feeling a little bit relieved. And I say this because after what we saw yesterday, some were saying that President Trump was going to take down the United States with him. He was going to go down swinging if he went down at all. So, right now, this is actually seen as a very good sign that he has come forward. And again, this is a statement on his behalf. We don't know if this is exactly what he said, or if he was more, kind of enticed to say this. But right now, this is a good sign. So, what does all this mean for stimulus? This is probably what you're questioning. Probably what you're wondering. What does this mean? Does this mean we're going to get more stimulus? Does it mean we're going to get less? Does it mean we're going to see stimulus sooner rather than later? Well, let me answer all those questions for you. Currently, the IRS is dealing with very irate individuals because some will not be getting a stimulus check right now. The IRS is stating that many people, millions of people, will have to file their 2020 federal income taxes in order to see that $600 stimulus check. For many, this is seen as a slap in the face because they need the money now, and the IRS is saying, no, you can't get the money now, you will have to wait. For some people, these $2,000 stimulus checks that could be coming in the next few weeks, for some people, they will receive the $2,000 check before they receive any money from that $600 stimulus check. Again, another slap in the face. Right now, what we know is that the $2,000 stimulus checks will be one of the very first things that Senator Chuck Schumer and the Senate vote on come January 20th. This is what he said in a statement yesterday morning. Now, when asked if Chuck Schumer was going to make this a standalone bill, was it going to be an amendment, or was it going to be part of a more comprehensive stimulus package, he didn't address that. He said he would not go into details. And one of the things I can tell you about Chuck Schumer is a lot of times when he does not want to go into details, he doesn't. He does not want to put out more information than he has to. So, according to a few reports, though, a stimulus package is currently what is being discussed. Right now, based on what we're hearing from some congressional aides and the Biden administration, is that Joe Biden doesn't want to delay funding for the American people or the states. He wants to get money out quickly as possible because the faster he can, the faster he can restore the economy, provide for the American people, and create stability and jobs. That's what we're hearing. So this is really, really good news that we will not have to wait. However, I just want to reiterate, just because Joe Biden and some congressional aides or Chuck Schumer or any Democrat says we're going to do this, yes, they hold the majority in the House. They will hold the majority in the Senate come January 20th, and they will have the presidency as well. However, in the Senate, you still need 60 votes. You still need 60 votes in order to pass a bill. So they still need some bipartisan support. So right now, what I can tell you is I have a feeling they will get some bipartisan support on a standalone $2,000 stimulus check amendment or a standalone $2,000 stimulus check bill. However, as far as putting in a lot of additional stimulus, a lot of additional things that Republicans are completely against, this is where Republicans could ultimately block them. This is where Democrats consistently blocked Republicans when they tried to push for that $500 billion skinny bill that Mitch McConnell kept pushing down their throats. So, we will have to see what happens there. Now, the good news is Joe Biden doesn't want to wait. And I say this is good news because yesterday was the deadliest day in the United States since the pandemic hit. We reported 3,963 deaths yesterday alone. That was a new record. I'm not very optimistic that we are going to stop there. Based off of what we have seen for holiday travel, the protests the other day, and some of the rallies, my guess is we will continue to see COVID spread. We also reported 255,730 new cases yesterday alone as well. That is not a new record, but that number does mean we are hovering right around that $250,000 case mark, which is not good. Last week, another 787,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits for the very first time. This is a slight decrease in the previous weeks. However, this just proves how flat the jobs recovery is going to be for this country. A lot of people, Larry Kudlow for one, kept saying we are on a V-shaped recovery. We're not. What we are seeing, a V-shaped recovery comes down, goes up quickly. It goes up just as fast as it comes down. What we are seeing, let's see if I have a whiteboard. I'll show you what we are seeing right now. What we are seeing is this. So this is what everybody was expecting. That marker is terrible. That's what everybody was expecting. That we are going to see a V-shaped recovery like this. Okay? That's what everybody's wanting. However, that's not what we're getting. Here's what we're getting. We're getting our recoveries going like this. More of a check mark recovery. That's not what we want. We need to be up here somewhere. We need to fill this in. Or to do that, we need to get our jobs back. We need to open up the economy. We need to do a lot of stuff. And right now, what I can tell you is we need money. We need money if we want to open up the economy. We need vaccines to get out there, because if they don't, well, really there's not a whole lot we can do. So that's what we're hearing right now. At this rate, the economy is going to struggle without the proper forms of stimulus. Like I said, this is what everybody wanted, the V shape. This is what we're getting right now, this check mark shape. That's not good. We need to be up here somewhere. Maybe not a V shape, maybe not that quick, but if we can get there a little bit faster than that check mark recovery, then we will see better results. Some economists say that pouring money into another stimulus check at this point is actually not the best use of money. So I know that's gonna make a lot of you feel like whoa, we're not gonna get another stimulus check. No, that's not what I said. I said some economists say that pouring money back into another stimulus check isn't the best use of money. Not that they're against it. Others are saying that without another stimulus check and something of any substance, so not $600. $600 is not considered a stimulus check of substance. So they're saying right now that small businesses will struggle to make it on their own without providing stimulus checks to the American people. Essentially what they're saying is the small businesses around the country, they are being propped up by PPP. Well, some are being propped up, others are completely going under. But what we are seeing and what we are hearing is without stimulus checks going to the American people. I've said this for months. Nancy Pelosi just reiterated this a couple weeks ago, is we have to provide a stimulus check to the American people, because if we don't, then the American people do not have the funds to go and spend it at these small businesses. Well, that's just common sense. You have to have some type of balance. Right now, and even in the past month or so, Republicans have all been for PPP funding, but we're not all for stimulus checks. The problem with that, they came to realize that we can prop up these businesses, but if we do not prop up the American people as well, the businesses will be reliant on the U.S. government in order to even stay open. So that's what we're hearing. Now, something that we're hearing as far as the new stimulus package goes, and again, the Biden administration is still working on their plans for a full economic recovery, but here's what's currently being discussed. Again, these are just reports. Until we hear this from Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, or Chuck Schumer, these, again, are just reports. Everything can change in a moment's notice. Right now, we are seeing $2,000 stimulus checks. That is going to be a guarantee. The thing that's not guaranteed is, will this be an amendment to the $600, which would mean you got $600, you get an additional $1,400. Great, $2,000. Or will this be, you got $600 plus you're going to get an additional $2,000? That's what we're currently hearing. There are reports saying that there are two different sides, two different ideas being floated about. So right now, I think many people would be all for $600 plus $2,000. Who wouldn't want additional free money? Now, when I say free money, it's free money now, but we will eventually have to pay it back. So they're also talking about $400+ billion for state and local government funding. This is a big thing for Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, our two leaders. This is a big thing. They are both wanting this. Nancy Pelosi has been adamant that we need state and local government funding for months. She's been fighting for this for like 8 months. So I don't think she's going to back down now. As far as tying state and local government funding to liability protections, which Mitch McConnell wanted, right now I don't see that happening. I think Mitch McConnell is just going to have to bite the bullet and agree that, okay, something's better than nothing. Also, student loan forgiveness. This is a big one. Chuck Schumer has been pushing for this. Joe Biden has mentioned this in the past before. As far as the $50,000 per student, that's not going to happen. Possibly $10,000. It could be even a little bit less. There could be some type of other benefits given to people that do have student loans. Right now, what we're hearing is there's a lot of things being discussed, but there's no real path moving forward. There's also talk about infrastructure spending. This is something that President Trump wanted a while back. This is something that Joe Biden has said is necessary. So my guess is this will be included in some type of stimulus package. Money for vaccine distribution as well. This needs to increase by like 5 to 10 times what we're doing. So right now, anything between like $50 to $100 billion for vaccine distribution is considered what is needed at this point. And the extension of the unemployment benefits. Right now, we got $300 per week for 11 weeks. The cutoff is March 14th. Well, what happens after March 14th? Many people are still going to be unemployed. Many people still will not have a job. So what happens? Well, they either get no money or the government steps in and provides additional benefits. That's what's currently being discussed. Right now, this is just being what's talked about. But as we know, there's always more that gets included or some things that get taken out as we go through the negotiation process, because there still has to be negotiations. As we go through this process, you will see that we have to do more. We have to provide certain industries. We have to provide for certain hard-hit individuals. And the only way to do that is we have to negotiate. Democrats and Republicans have to negotiate. That's the only way we're going to get anywhere with a bill. So, I just want you to understand, this is just in discussions right now. Nothing can really get done until January 20th. We can talk, we can negotiate, we can put packages and bills together or proposals together. But right now it's just all negotiations. That's all it is. We're just trying to get somewhere. So the Senate, like I said, still needs 60 votes. So it means we do have to have at least 10 Republicans on board in order to get a bill passed. This isn't going to be very difficult with $2,000 stimulus checks, but it could be difficult with state and local government funding, with student loan forgiveness, additional money for vaccines, and additional funding for unemployment benefits. So that's what we know as far as the $2,000 goes and that stimulus package. However, let's address the $600 stimulus checks because I know a lot of people are still asking about them. A lot of people still have not got them. The IRS has stated they have sent out about 2/3 of the stimulus checks already. According to the $900 billion stimulus package in this legislation, if the IRS doesn't send payments by January 15th, then the payments will come through the recovery rebate credit when you file your 2020 federal income taxes. This will not have any exceptions. You will have to go and file your federal income taxes to get your $600 stimulus check. Many people are upset by this because they will have to wait, but this was actually written in the bill. So it is not the IRS that is at fault. This is something that Congress did. This is on Congress. More direct payments will happen this week. According to TurboTax and H&R Block, they are now taking the money that they were sent by mistake to their accounts. They are now forwarding that money to the actual bank account owners. So this is good. However, this could come sometime today, could come sometime this week, but many are saying that they will receive the money sometime next week, probably early next week. So you will get your money. It's just going to take a little bit longer. As for unemployment benefits, more states have come out and said they are starting to send the $300 per week bonus, and this will happen this week. This is considered really good news. Few reports are indicating that all states should begin paying their $300 per week benefit by the end of this month. So we still have 24 days left in this month, so a little over 3 weeks. Hopefully everybody starts sending their payments by then. Now, one thing I just want to reiterate is, because a lot of people have been asking, a lot of people are worried, if the money's delayed, let's say until January 20th, do you still get the payments from the past few weeks that you've claimed unemployment, but you haven't been paid out because the state has been a little bit slow? Yes, that will be retroactive. It will be retroactive until December 27th. Anything from December 27th on, that will be retroactive depending on when you actually get your check. So that's it though. Or anything before December 27th, you will not get anything. So I just want to be very clear with that. You will get your $300 per week bonus, but anything before December 27th, you don't get. Anything after March 14th, you won't get either, because right now that is the drop dead date. So this is what we know regarding stimulus. This is what we know regarding the Electoral College certification results and also COVID. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.